Hello, everybody. I am yet again Price McKinney, simply put, for the third time today. And I want to thank you for tuning in and listening. So let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, I've been wrestling with this one for a long time. 50-50, F-I-D-D-Y / F-I-D-D-Y, 50-50, right? So I know my math is mathing. Y'all know I was a mathematician. I know my math is mathing. 100 minus 50 is 50, right? So if I got 100%, or $100 or whatever, 100 whatever. Now all I'm giving is 50. If all I'm giving is 50. Hear me clearly. If all I'm giving is 50, where's my other 50 going? She's got 100 minus 50. And all she's giving is 50. Where is the other 50 going? Is it going back to her? Is it going somewhere else? Of course it is. Being distributed somewhere, because it's not going, my other 50 is not going to her. Her other 50 is not going to him. So where's it going? And you wonder why the relationship is not working like it could. If you can't, and I'm not saying, especially starting out, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying if you starting out, you dive in head first, like I used to do, and give your all. You cannot do that. You got to learn the person, you got to learn yourself, and go from there. And figure out, okay, is this gonna work? Is this somebody I can be with long term? Whatever. However, after you get past a certain point, and especially if you start considering the person as your lifetime partner, as far as marriage is concerned, and you consistently only giving half of what you have, half of yourself, half of your materials, half of your money, half of you being the man, half of her money, half of her being the woman, then you wonder why the other stuff in your relationship is working like it is, not working as it is. It's because you're not giving. Now I know for some people, that works. We split everything 50-50. I don't disagree with that, if that's what works for you. If that's what works, and again, that's what communication becomes the key. Talk it out, work it out, and deal with it. Whatever you all decide, then amen, so be it. But 50-50, nah. Because it leaves too much room for something else to come in or something else to disrupt your relationship. And if you're, and I hate to say it this way, but if you're that selfish, when you gotta hang on, I ain't giving all, just stay by yourself. There's nothing, I'm not saying there's something wrong with you being that way. I'm just saying if that's the way you are, then stay by yourself. It's totally okay. It is totally okay. One of the difficult things about dealing with relationships is any other thing that we do in life, there's training, there's preparation. Like when I started my job, Jesus Christ, 20 years ago, I had to go through orientation, I had to go through training, and then, once I started the jobs, I had to get trained on those jobs, and then you get cut loose. Relationships are not like that. When you have, we got timed on the jobs, to determine, where the person went within the plan or whatever. Relationships are not like that. Relationships, you just got to deal with it. You learn the person, you ask questions, you spend time, you communicate. So that's one of the biggest difficulties of relationships. You got to figure out, in most cases by trial and error, what's going to work for you and what's going to work for her. It just is what it is. And then you also have the element of, what both parties have previously been through that affect where they are now. And then you have to work through that stuff. So again, the 50-50 concept, I get it, I understand it. I'm not saying it's wrong. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that it's wrong. What I am saying is, if if you're only giving 50 and your other party is only giving 50, where's the other 50 that you have that she has, or vice versa? Where does that other 50 go? And if it's not back into the relationship, I'm not talking about if you have kids. But I got kids. I'm not talking about that. You're the parent. He's the parent. That's a whole different conversation. I'm talking about between the two of you all. If you're only giving 50% of yourself, half of you, and she's only giving half of herself, if that's all, then what are you? All I'm saying is, what are you doing with the other 50%? Whether it be 50% of yourself, whether it be 50% of your money, 50% of your earnings, whatever the case may be, 50% of what if you all are in business, 50% of the profit, whatever the case may be. What are you doing with the other 50? And if you're not putting it back between each other, what are you doing? Now, if that's you all's agreement and it works, do what you do, by all means, because ultimately, the most important thing is the success of your relationship. That's the most important thing. So that comes from communication. And I've said this a million times. I don't care what relationship you're in. The foundation for a good, solid, successful relationship is communication. It's like trying to drive down the highway without concrete. Give it a shot. See how that works out for you. I'm driving now. I'm on concrete. There's grass over here, but if it wasn't concrete, I'm not going to drive in the grass to get where I'm trying to go. It'll take me forever to get there, and I run the risk of tearing my car up because it's unlevel and rocky and holes in it because it's the ground. So no, not doing it. Communicate, talk it through, deal with it, make a decision and deal with it. So again, Price McKinney simply put, 50-50, 50-50. I'm just want you to think about it. If you're only giving 50, she's only giving 50, where's the other 50 going? So again, I'm Price McKinney, simply put. I want to thank you for listening. Follow me on Instagram, Simply Put PM, Facebook, Simply Put with Price McKinney, and most importantly, my YouTube channel, Price McKinney, Simply Put. Go there and subscribe if you have not already. I'm not an expert. I just know what I know, and I promise you I'll see you soon.